But hi, anyways. Maybe you are listening to me. I don't have an idea. It says like I'm live when I'm not quite live, so I kind of start talking sometimes, but I have no idea if you guys are even listening to my my nonsense. So hello, sweetie pies. How are you doing? Okay. Hold on just one minute. How's everybody doing? Hello, my beautiful Julie. All right. Hello, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie pie. So, how was everybody's day? I know how Wanson's was. It was a little roughy. I know that Julie's been a little roughy. Mm-hmm. Rocco Casso, nice to see you, sweetie pie. Just one moment. Alrighty. So, here we go, my sweetie pies. I am making the list as we speak. Okay. Here we go. So, we have please try again, not working. We shall do it again. Alrighty. We are going to be starting off over here with our beautiful Julie. Then we're going to go and see you, my beautiful Elaine. So Elaine, you're second. You're not too far, sweetie pie. So Julie, you're first, and then we're going to move on forward. Would you like to have a timestamp, my beautiful Julie? Please let me know. Alrighty. And then you're going to go lay down. Okay, sweetie. Let's start on off with you, my love. Julie. So you are feeling a little bit better, not 100%, but better. And then you went for a walk. Okay, so usually you can pick, yes, you can when he's not feeling good. Do you think that he picked up onto your energy? I was actually kind of wondering this afternoon, my beautiful Julie, if he did not kind of transfer you a little bit of his energy of not feeling too well, and that kind of emphasize on what you actually have at this moment. I do have to say that, so we're going to go and look at that. All right. Alrighty, here we go. So usually you can pick up onto his energy when he's not feeling good. Do you think that he had picked up onto your energy when you were feeling sick yesterday and today? And why is it also okay that he feels moody today? Okay, I got you. I was wondering if that was. Alrighty. The moodiness, I'm going to go and look into the cards, but the moodiness, my love, was actually coming from the fact that he was kind of mixed up into a lot of different emotions between trying to balance things out, is what I saw into the reading earlier. So from the emotional side and work side, but a lot of it had to do with work. It's like a lot of pressure, a lot of things, but we're going to go back and look into it, okay? All right. So to answer your first question over here, my sweet love, this is what I'm going to say. I do feel as though he did pick up on your energy, especially because you guys really have that very energetic. It's like a subtle, but a real energetic kind of a link that is there. And I feel like he doesn't always necessarily realize it onto a conscious kind of a way, but when you are feeling off, like feeling sick, or even when you're just feeling kind of low, it can kind of throw off his own emotional balance, especially because he tends to internalize things and he tends to actually take the energy from you, a little bit like an energy vampire, if you will. Usually he's taking that energy from you, but this time around it's a little bit like the reverse kind of a way. So I'm going to say it's an emotional echo from you that he can't quite name, doesn't quite know, but yes, he definitely has felt it. There's no doubt about it. He just hasn't really been all that reactive about it. So you not feeling all that well, him kind of feeling that, along a little bit with what he's been going on through, kind of makes for a little bit, that must be you, Elaine, sweetie. Yes, it is. Thank you for sending on through, my love. That kind of makes it for something that is really nice and strong. And what we actually need him to do right now is to send you like those beautiful healing and loving vibes. That's what we need. Yes. All right. All right, hold on. Well, let's go and see your other question. So what is he awakening to altogether? As as for the awakening, it has a lot to do with the imbalancement. We do have over here a Temperance who keeps showing on up for you. There's a lot about balancing things out is basically what I can see over here. I feel like he is very ambitious. I feel like he wants a lot of things. I feel like he desires a lot of things. I just kind of feel like he sometimes thinks really, really quickly and wants something really, really quickly, but then he has to kind of control himself, kind of break himself down a little bit, if you will. So I'm going to say for the awakening that seems to be showing up over here, I feel like it's somewhat of a big awakening because I feel like he's starting to realize that what he feels for you isn't just something that is surface level comfort. I feel like he's awakening to the depth, if you will, of your presence and the way that you truly see him, but the way that you see him without any pressure, and maybe even how safe and how different this connection is and how it actually feels from what he is actually used to. A little bit like a slow, emotional kind of a click, if you will. So it's like if he's telling himself over here, maybe this is not just a really, really good and perfect thing. This is the thing that I want. This is the thing that I need. So if you will, it's a realization that this is something that he needs into his life that he can't necessarily live without. Yes, specifically today. Specifically today. Oh, Watson, we have Elaine who is on next so far, my sweetie pie. All is good. Yeah. So specifically today, absolutely, my love. Yes. A million times. Absolutely. Relax your beautiful soul and let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, okay, sweetie pie? Let's come and see our beautiful Elaine. Your wrist, what's wrong with your wrist? I don't know why your hand hurts for no reason. I'm no doctor, my beautiful Elaine. I cannot answer those questions. I shall say if your hand hurts for no reason, there's a reason behind it. The reason could be something silly. You could have lifted something up. You could have kind of strained something. You could be always working with the same hand into the same type of position. There could be a million different things, sweetie pie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Let me just go and get your let me just go and get your email. Okay, sweetie? All right. Maybe hitting the wall while dreaming playing basketball? Maybe. Did you dream that you were playing basketball and you hit the wall? I mean, that could be it. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on, my beautiful Elaine. I have it onto my phone, but I don't have it onto the computer. So here we go. Just to confirm, your mentor in the group really love your work. I told you. I didn't lie, sweetie pie. Okay. But they want you to stick the group design. They did that last time around too, didn't they? They really liked what it is that you had done, but they had wanted you to actually stick around with a design that was already there, and you kind of felt a little bit bad about it because you were wondering, but more people kind of went with, I remember, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks ago, but the same thing happened, which didn't mean that your job and the creativity and everything you put into it was really, really quite good. It's just that the popular vote voted for the other way around. Okay, hold on. Okay. So. All right. So I am really, really quite happy that your mentor liked it. And the group are loving your motion animation work. I'm going to say it is great that they actually do recognize your talent, which I had no doubt that they were going to be recognizing your talent, but sticking to the group's design is going to showcase your motion style. It's going to show balance. It's going to show leadership at the same time, my love. So let's go see a little bit for the general energy from June to August. Now, it's about breaking the rules. Yes, not being a bad girl, just kind of breaking the rules every once in a while. It is also about celebrations. It's about changes. It's about modifications. It's about taking one place, transitioning to the next, but one that will be one that's going to be a little bit more celebratory. It sounds weird. Something's going to be better, okay? Accomplishments is what I'm trying to say. I feel like this season is going to be one of growth for you, not just creatively, but I'm going to say personally. I feel like there's recognition that's coming your way into the month of June, which is what you've been experiencing since the last few weeks or so, the last month or so. July is more a little bit about a deep focus, a little bit more on refining your style. And I feel like August and July, beginning of August, is a little bit more starting to open up new doors, new collaborations, or new opportunities. So I feel like some relationships around you, it could be the people that you are working with currently. It could be friendship relationships that are around you also. Some may shift, some may fade a little bit, disappear a little bit for a certain amount of time, and some may a little bit deepen. But overall, I feel like you're completely aligned more fully with your true voice and your true path more than you actually ever have. So I'm going to say an awakening. I'm going to say a transition, changes, opportunities, growth. Oh my God, you did dream about the basketball. It wasn't a joke. You did dream about it. Okay. All right, sweetie pie. So let me just go and see over here. Okay. I feel like the basketball dream is showing that you're stepping into more confidence, but you're also stepping into more control. I feel like you're getting, getting taller and outplaying, if you will, the little giant kind of means that your inner self is reclaiming your power in situations where maybe you kind of felt a little bit smaller into the past. I feel like the broken snake biting you is suggesting that there's a past threat or fear, and I feel like that could be coming from why, but it could come from another type of emotional wound also. And it's like trying to make a final impact, but it cannot hurt you anymore. So the snake's dying, that's a little bit of your spirit saying that you're no longer afraid and that you're stronger than you used to be. And you're stronger also than your past pain altogether. So it's really good and a very positive reading, actually. Let's go see about moving on from why. Yeah. Moving on from why. How are we doing with that? All right. I'm going to say you're actually doing much better than what you think. I feel like energetically, I still feel like there's some residue that is there, but it's, you know, there is still some residue. There is still some walking, like you're still into the progress of walking away, if you will. It's not quite completed yet, but you're doing pretty good. So it's a little bit like checking a locked door just to be sure. I feel like your heart is slowly letting go, but every once in a while you kind of come on back a little bit. So, I mean, you're not bitter, you're not stuck, you're just kind of unwinding the emotional threads altogether. And I feel that you're going to start to see a little bit more of a shift July, August, September. I feel like things need to start really changing within your career. And I feel like then your energy is going to be more pulled towards that. It's going to release more of the emotional side. You're going to concentrate much more onto the work, onto the business side of everything. And then you're slowly going to start focusing different things, surrounding yourself with different people, different vibes, different energies. You yourself are going to change within your personality and the way that you are. And you're no longer going to want that connection. That's where there's going to be a certain let go, if you will. And any exciting news coming on in? Any exciting news coming on in? All right, Page of Cups followed by our Ten of Pentacles, also getting over here, Wheel of Fortune. Exciting. Well, I feel quite frankly that changing and transitioning and doing all these beautiful things and letting go of the emotional ties, I feel like these things are all kind of coming on into a good, into a beautiful kind of a way. I'm going to say there could be somewhat of a like a message or an invite that could be coming towards you. I really just feel like the greatest news for you is everything in regards to your studies, to your career, to work, to finding yourself and your own abundance and happiness with that, because that is going to allow you to unlock every other door, maybe the emotional wounds. It could be the new connections. It could be finding your own place. Like it's all these things that's going to allow you to grow into the person or into the type of environment that you wish to be into. So I'm basically going to say that's what it is. I don't necessarily see any travel or anything else, but I do see a lot of beautiful movement coming into that kind of a way for you, my love. Now, let's go see over here. Let me go and see your other question. All right. One year from now, June, you're going very far away, but we can go and peek. We can go and peek. So 1 year from now, where are we going to be at? You're going to be more independent. You're going to have better ideas. You're going to be changing again. More independence, more emotionally clear, more creatively free. I see a stronger version of you because there are parts of you that are going to be kind of tumbling on down and changing and modifying. Now those fragments are going to change into something that is more stable, more strong, if you will. I feel as though we're going to be opening on up more towards more fast thinking, more ambitions, more forward movement actually coming. So I'm going to say this is about you into the following year. Probably I'm going to say following a version of you who's leading more of a project, maybe even mentoring others. It could be building your own personal brand. I just feel like there's a deeper sense of yourself, who you are, stronger boundaries that you seem to be putting on up around you also. And I'm going to say possibly, maybe even some type of new love coming on in. Probably, well, it could be around June. It could be. So yeah, I'm going to say everything is aligning quite beautifully, but into those, you know that a lot of things can change. So let's start with this summer and see where that goes. Yeah, hold on. Um, you put on makeup and people start staring at you. The fact that you put makeup on, is that when you put makeup on, are people staring at you because you have makeup on? Or is it more the other way around? Maybe you feel that because you put makeup on, maybe you're noticing more because you're feeling somewhat a little bit onto a conscious level that you're looking different and people are looking at you. Maybe they look at you all the time. It's just that you're realizing that they're looking at you because you kind of feel a little bit different. Think about that. That's it. I know you never do. I know you do. Mainly guys, not girls, right? Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to go into PayPal. I'm just going to go and see something, see where we're at. Okay, hold on. Just 1 second. Okay. So, let's go like that. Alrighty. I'm going to say we're going to go and see Juanson for the moment. We're having a very, very, that kind of an evening. Yeah, I'm coming to see you already. I am. Um, it is. I know, it's an oof kind of a day, right, Watson? You've had a really, really big oofy kind of a day. Okay, hold on just 1 second. I'm going to go and get your email here. You've had a really bad, oofy kind of a day. Hold on. Just 1 second. So you had a bad day, but then you notice, I know, and that's what it is. You're still trying to see. Let me go and see what I've got. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let's go see what's happening. All right. I basically feel like you have to continue over and over and over again. Like, don't give up. I feel like the right idea is going to come towards you. And I feel like you will. I do feel like you will be able to get it back, my love. Like I said a little bit earlier today, I feel like it is going to be a struggle, though. It's not going to be an easy way through. Or it's not going to be an easy way through. Like, it could take 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It could take a month. But I feel like you will be able to reach out to the right person at the right moment. Something's going to be listened to, and you'll be able to kind of break on through. So I will say a yes. I do feel like things will be okay. I do feel like you will be able to have access to it again, just not right away. But if you want to have access to it, you're going to have to continue to look at different kind of ways. And I feel like you're going to have to ask. I know that you can ask for a second appeal. I know that often it's not necessarily passed on by, but that does still leave a certain chance that it could. Or maybe the other places that I sent to you earlier. Like, there's different ways. Look and look and look and just don't give up. You will find a way. An idea will come towards, and you should be able to recover those accounts. With whatever happened with that. That is just crazy altogether. let's go see how Elizabeth was. Just 1 second. All right. I do not believe that she was there, my sweetie pie, today. I do not believe that she was, my love. Let's go see if she was thinking about you. My pork wants some. Had a bad day. Yeah. Hi, Markeisha. How are you doing, sweetie pie? You're going to be on up next, okay, my love? How are you doing, beautiful mama? How are you doing, sweetie? I'm doing pretty darn good. Pretty darn good is what I want to say, Markeisha. Pretty darn good. My dear God, look, listen to my kids are on vacation in 2 weeks. They're off for summer vacay. Woohoo! A lot of other things that I can't necessarily speak about. Well, I can, but I don't want to jinx them, so I'll say nothing. So I'll just say life is pretty good right now. Going well. Here we go. Yeah, it's all good. Hi, Sean, 42, 1983. You're telling everybody your birth year and your age. Be careful. Are you going to? You should enjoy the vacation. Vacationing. Elaine, vacation's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult. I want to, my love. I really do. I'm waiting for D to, well, everybody knows D, right? Usually called Evil D, but I'll just say D for tonight. I'm waiting for him to sign the final documents. I just need to know when he's going to have our children for his vacay, and then I will be good to book a vacay. So theoretically speaking, I do want to go to Mexico with my kids because I have not gone into the past year, actually year and a half, and we always go every year. My kids are dying to go back to our favorite resort. So as soon as he signs those papers, I'll be able to go because that's it. Yeah, I'll be able to go. So I'm just waiting for him to sign those darn papers. I will sign them in return, and voila, liberty for life, my dear God. Yes. Yes, it will be perfect. Yeah, well, Markeisha, co-parenting is not an easy thing. It is not an easy thing. Oh my God. It's not. It's horrible. Like me and Dee, we do not get together at all. Not at all. We write by messages. When he comes to bring the kids home, he stays into his car, doesn't come out. The kids come out. Like I stay into that. Like we don't look at each other. We don't speak to each other. We are very anti, the whole deal thing. We try to keep communication at its very smallest. But yeah, that being said, I don't have all that much co-parenting to do with him because thank God circumstances are that I know I'll leave it like that. I'll let you know to an email. Yes, so I don't talk about anything over here because God knows. That being said, co-parenting is not an easy thing. It is not. It is very difficult, and I try to keep it at its very minimum, at its very politeness, but it's not easy. Yeah, it's complicated. It's complicated. Elaine, if you want to come into my suitcase, you can, sweetie, if you feel like it. You can come into my suitcase if you want to. I do have to say my kids do bring a lot of things, though, so I don't know. We're going to have to tell them to put a little less things into their suitcase. Oh, my God. Okay. So, sweetie pie. It's so bad, right? Not at all. You use the app Close. I have heard about something like that, Markeisha. I have heard about something of the such. I know. We'll talk about it. Does he? Why? What happened? What happened over there, Elaine? Oh, you're talking about your name, Sean? You can put the name you want, Sean. It's okay, sweetie. I'm just saying, if you put your birthday and you put your year and you put everything, you're kind of putting out a lot of information out to people that you might not know, who I'm not saying there's bad people out there, but there are bad people out there. This is contradictory, but hey, don't put too much personal info, Sean, out there, okay, sweetie? Just, yeah, stay safe, my love. I'm saying it for you. I know when you're born, and I know how old you are, but don't put that info out there. It's better for you. Yeah. So, hold on just a second over here. We're going back to you, Juanson. Markeisha, you're next, sweetie. You're next. Just 1 second. Okay. Watson, you're a sweetie pie. I have no idea. Elaine. Sweetie pie, what I'm going to say to you, my dear Juanson, I know that you had a really, really tough day. I know that she was not there at work today. I know that she was thinking about you. I feel like she wants to have an offer. This is basically what she wants. She wants to turn the cards around. She wants to go from a place of where you guys are to a place of movement, of change, but she doesn't know how to get to that place. That place is still a little bit in transition. It's still a little bit full of different type of questions on different type of obstacles and how we're going to get to that place. So there's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of wondering, there's a lot of trying to figure out different things. So yeah. So I'm basically going to say to you over here, yes, she has been thinking about you. Yes, she basically wants movement though. That's what you should know, is that whenever you are able to see her, and I do have to say though, my dear Juanson, I feel like this summertime is going to be a little bit more difficult for you to be able to see her because of the type of scheduling. Like, I honestly feel the month that comes to mind is the month of September. From here to the month of September, I feel like a lot of things are stagnant between you guys. Like, there's not a lot of movement, basically because she's often not there onto the same type of schedule as you are. So and I'm not saying for you to switch your schedule on that, but I mean, heck, if you do want to work a night shift, why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah. So let's go for the reading. What the? It is so not the deck I wanted. I wanted to go into the Lenormand. I take out message cards, seriously. All right. Magnifier is something we have to analyze a little bit more. All right. And I know we do have to analyze some things a little bit more. We definitely do have to figure out how to get out of that place that you've been put into today. It could be your eyeliner, Elaine, but often, seriously, sweetie pie, like, I don't wear makeup. Never, ever, 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 ever. The last time I wore makeup, I think, was when I graduated. All right. Like, I do not wear makeup. I do not. And but it's the same thing. If you wear a type of clothing that you do not usually wear, or you wear some type of makeup or something, you automatically feel like you're into a different vibe, a different kind of way. And you see people kind of seeing you into a different kind of way because you're a little bit kind of conscious about it. Depending again on if you're feeling comfortable with it or you're not feeling comfortable with it, it gives different vibes. It gives different things. If I go outside in sweatpants, I might just kind of walk on through and look at my phone and put my head kind of down, do my own thing. If I go outside and I put high heels on, I put this little skirt on, and I'm looking real hot, I got my hair done and the whole deal, I'm definitely walking with a different vibe. People are definitely seeing me into a different way. Yeah, so, you put a red rose emoji. It's all good. It's all good, Sean. Honestly, no. I mean, YouTube doesn't mind if you put your birth date after it. I'm just saying it for you yourself, my love. For you. Don't put out too much information on social media about yourself, okay, sweetie? Yeah. So yes, and the attitude goes along with it, my beautiful Elaine. Sometimes you got more attitude. Other times you just kind of want to put yourself into a bubble into your sweatpants. You don't want to look at anybody, and you don't want anybody to look at you. And you just got that attitude. I don't give up, So, my dear Juanson, today is about wanting to, I'm going to say into your readings, wanting to express, wanting to speak. I feel like she wants to speak to you. I feel like she wants to open up towards you. I feel like she wants to love you. She wants to give you information at the same time. I feel like you do have to be a little bit careful along work for gossip. I'm not necessarily saying gossip around you. It could be gossip around Elizabeth. Just, watch out a little bit for some type of gossip. Something did come to somewhat of an end. You do know what the end is. It is there. But like I said, I need you to look a little bit closer, all right? Because there is a way, there is something that is coming on out through that with you. Other than that, my love, I'm going to say that things are pretty stable. All right, let's go and see. Oops, what is that? That was not what I wanted. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah. I know, right, Elaine? I know. Okay, sweetie pie. Other than that, you do have a lot of beautiful, faithful people around you, sweetie. Again, I keep seeing there's a snake at work, and this has nothing to do with Elizabeth. Just make sure for somebody at work who, you know, is not trying to get you into some type of trouble. All right? Be careful for that, my love. Okay, hold on. All right. Because you can. I know. Be careful for the snakes. All right? Be careful for them, my love. Nor snakes for you. I know. I don't like them neither. I dreamt of a snake a few days ago, Elaine. I did. I did. It was 2 nights ago I dreamt of a snake, and I hate snakes. I do. When I was a little girl, I used to dream of snakes all the time. And it was like a tunnel. I would fall down into this tunnel. It was a never ending tunnel, and there was like, I don't know, a bunch of like a million different kind of snakes. Yeah, I don't like snakes. I'm very afraid of snakes. It's probably the thing that scares me the most into this world are snakes. Small ones, big ones, deadly ones, whatever it is, they all scare the crap out of me. And when I was a little girl, I used to share a bedroom often with my older sister, and we had like a bunk bed. For some kind of weird reason, I was sleeping on the top. I don't know why, because my sister's older than me. And whenever I had that dream, I would always fall off of the bed. Never broke a bone in any kind of a way or anything. But I'd wake up into the morning onto the floor, and I'd always have the same dream of falling down into this tunneling hole, never ending, but there were snakes all over the place. I've had that dream a million times. Yes, but the other night I dreamt of a snake, which I think it had been a good 20, 30 years I had not dreamt of a snake. I don't even remember what happened. I didn't analyze it. Yeah. Anyways, I don't like them. Oh my God, even sea snakes. I hate all snakes. Water, earth, wherever the heck they are. No, I've never analyzed it. Never analyzed it, Elaine. I had it a long time when I was a little girl, and then it kind of went away when I was a teenager. Never came back. So I'm going to say probably some type of fear that I had at some point in time, which I don't really know what it was because I did have a really good upbringing and I don't have anything weird, at that point in time in my life to say that I would be thinking of tunneling down something that I can't find my way out of. I don't know. And I'm not going to analyze it because I don't want it to come on back into my life. Yeah. All right. So let's go with an angel message. All right, for dear Juanson. Markeisha, are you still here, sweetie? Because I just talk way too much. I'm coming to see you, my love. All right. Your angels are guiding you to release and to trust that you are rising. You are not behind. Everything is unfolding into the right moment. You're just not seeing it at this moment. Stay open to small miracles. They often arise disguised as quiet shifts and unexpected peace. Alrighty. We're going to go with an oracle message also, sweetie pie. Oracle message. The universe is nudging you at this moment to trust your inner wisdom over outside noise. Your intuition is the clearest compass. A door is opening where you once felt stuck, so be ready to say yes, even if it feels like it is a little bit unfamiliar. And your energy is aligning with something that is better than you've ever imagined, so keep moving forward with grace, not with fear. Alrighty. Let's go towards the bookity book. I'm gonna say it kind of fits. My love. It does. All right, let's go forward with it. Let's go see what we've got, sweetie. Eight of Wands. The answer is to move forward with a caution. Don't let your previous success give you too much confidence. Oh là là. Je vais te le dire, bébé. Louis, dors-tu? Ok. Ben, au pire, demande à Mathias de descendre avec toi. Allez, ma belle, je vais te dire quand j'ai fini, ok? You can, my beautiful Markeisha. Je sais pas. Peut-être avant, je vais te le dire. Ça va être moins que ça. Ok? Allez, je vais te le dire. Love you.
Tu ouvres la porte dans 30 minutes. Ok?
Wait. You guess that makes sense. Oh, sweetie. Let's go with the messages. Love isn't always loud. It's the way that they remember the little things about you. And Markeisha, you can answer the question, my love. You do not need to chase what's already connected to your soul. Some hearts just find each other no matter how far they actually do drift. You deserve a love that doesn't flinch when it gets deep. And real love sees your shadows and still chooses you in full. Sometimes you don't hear the messages. Tarot don't lie. Yes, it does. That's okay. We've got you. You're a little drunk, right, Elaine? No, I'm kidding you. Because you said your grammar, and I know that your grammar is good. It is a very good message, my dear Elaine. You're absolutely right, sweetie pie. Okay. Markeisha, what's coming towards you for the rest of the year and love messages? And the question will be sign that I met. What will be the sign that you met the right one? I hear they say. Markeisha, I hear they say from the most honest and profound way into the bottom of my soul. They say, and I'm going to go into the tarot cards for you, but hey, they say that you just know. I know, stupid, right? But clear and precise. You just know. Apparently, it's like everything is easy. Everything kind of flows. You just feel like you're with the person that you were meant to be with, like, forever. So I'm not saying there's no obstacles along the way, but there's such a comfortability that is there, that is installed within, that everything is loving and peaceful and great. That being said, I guess I haven't found that person yet because I've never felt that way before. Markeisha. Yeah, I know. I know, right, Markeisha? And I've been in long-term relationships. Like, the last person was 19 years. The other person was 5 years. And that brings me to, like, teenage years. So, I mean, I've always been in long relationships, but I myself know. I have often settled. I have. You settle for different reasons. You settle because you think to yourself, oh, but yeah, they're so nice. They're not quite like Evil D was never really my type. I remember the first time even going on to date with him. I remember calling my best friend. She's still my best friend. We've been friends for like 30 years. And I remember telling her, I don't know if I should go on to this date. I mean, this guy he's not my style. He's just not my style. And she's like, oh, just go. And we had this stupid code, which was the banana. So she would call me, and if things weren't going well, I would say, it's all right, the banana's fine, or whatever the F it was. And I ended up being with that person for like 19 years, although there were so many red flags from the very beginning. But I thought to myself, hell, I mean, well, he's nice and he's sweet, and why not? Why do you have to go by this or by that? But I was completely off the track, completely. You see, 19 years later, I should have left 19 years ago. Although, and I saw the red flags all the way through, but you keep saying to yourself, oh, it's all right, oh, it's okay, or whatever. But it never really does, because you become kind of comfortable and then you don't want change. So you stay stuck in situations that are really not all that good, simply because you're afraid of change. So, sweetie pies, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm going to say love often puts you in circumstances where you don't want to change because you don't want to lose a person, because you have a thought that you have created into your mind. And that thought seems good and it seems okay, even though it's not all perfect, but it's better than nothing, or it's better than starting again, because starting again, oh my dear God. But often starting again is better. I'm just saying. So, I will do your reading now. And I will give you what tarot has to say and not what I have to say. That's just my 2 cents. For whatever it's worth. That's my 2 cents. Yeah. Alrighty. Summer Keisha. Let's start with the first one over here. Okay. So here we go. And we want to know, how are you going to know? See you tomorrow, my beautiful Elaine. Good night, sweetie. Hi, Tasha, by the way. Nice to see you, my sweet love. Okay, so you also want to know, okay, what will be the sign that you will meet the right one? I'm going to say probably because you're going to feel loved. You're going to feel comfortable, and this person is going to accept you and your beautiful angels. That is going to be your sign. So here we go. What's coming towards you for the rest of 2025 is going to be the very first question we're going to go and look into. All right. All right. I feel like basically over here, what is a little bit happening is you finding your harmony, you completing yourself, you finding your own fulfillment, you finding new approaches, but also within respecting differences. Very important. I'm going to say you're stepping into a season of alignment over effort. I feel as though you're quietly moving away from emotional turbulence and you're slowly moving towards a beautiful inner peace. So as much internally as externally, I feel like you can expect different type of clarities, different type of I'm going to say ideas that are going to be coming towards you that are going to be a little bit like enlightening. I don't know, it's going to give you clarity. Somewhere into the month of August, and I feel like there's going to be a shift into your love energy somewhere around late September. When somebody new, I feel like somebody new or somebody familiar might start to kind of come back on in. And I feel like that's going to be a better time for you emotionally also. So yeah, I'm going to say there's beautiful loving energy that is actually around you and to connections with the people that are around you. But basically I'm going to say within healing through connections is really what I'm seeing. So a year of healing. Absolutely no doubt about it. Healing is what it is. All right. Other than that, my sweet love, it is about you finding, again, peace, retreat, lifting all those burdens, release from stress, getting out of any type of extremes. Financially, I'm going to say that things are going to stay the same. Love-wise, there could be somebody popping on in somewhere around the month of September or something of the such, but it's still a little bit onto the rocky side, not all that clear at this moment. Basically, for the rest of the year, healing, transitions, finding your happiness, finding the new balance within everything that is happening into your life and everything that is changing into your life, because your life is always evolving. Your children are growing, they're evolving, different skills, different ideas, different dynamics. Everything's going to be changing. And so you're kind of evolving and learning within that, but you're doing it quite gracefully into a beautiful kind of a way. And you're releasing a lot of what was no good and what was no longer good. And you're welcoming the new energy that is transforming you, therefore transforming your family and helping you to move on forward into the following steps. Let me go into some love messages coming on in. Alrighty. Love messages, sweetie. And then I'm going to go and see how you're going to be finding, yeah. Ouch. I hit my knee. Let's go just down into the chat. Luxy Smooth. Hi, sweetie pie. Thank you for your donation, my love. I'm going to go and see if your question is there in a few moments when I'm done with Markeisha. And if your question is there, it's perfect. If it's not there, then you can either leave it like right away or wait until it's your turn. But there's a good 10 minutes before it's going to be your turn. Okay, sweetie? Yeah. All right, here we go. Thank you so very much, my love. And let us know if you do want to have a, timestamp, okay? Thank you, sweetie pie. Love messages. Here we go. You want love messages from, hold on. You want love messages, my beautiful Markeisha. You want universe's messages, angel messages, love messages from somebody in particular or from your future love. Just precise to me the type of love messages you would like to have. From Monte. Got you. Here we go. Just need to channel it coming from the right person. Here we go, my love. Thank you for the caramel cappuccino, sweetie. Shine, how are you doing, sweetie? It's nice to see you, love. Don't post your questions right away, okay, sweetie? I do have a couple people ahead of you, my love. I feel you, even though we are apart. You do feel like home to me. Why does this person feel like they messed up a lot of things? Nobody else compares to you. You have changed everything into my world and into my life. And you still hold a piece of my heart. All right. Oh my God, what is that? Wait, I see a, oh snap, like I lost the connection, but I know you guys are still there. And let me go to some blunt. Why don't we do some blunt? Yes. All right. All right. I do feel so much love for you. Will you wait for me? Oh my God, with the light, you can't see a darn thing onto the card, can you? Sweet Lord. All right. I have a lot of sexual thoughts towards you. Sometimes I feel like you're too good for me and I don't deserve you. And I'm ignoring other people. I want to be able to date you. Let's go see how you're going to know when you find out the person that you're looking for. All right, here we go. All right, just 1 second. All right, here we go. And voila. How are you going to know when you met the right person? Let's go see if Tara's saying the same thing I am. All right. Here we go. Sean, I'm going to be answering you on up next, my love. So Sean. And then Luxury Smooth is next, followed by Love Shine. So here we go. Apparently, you have to stop reaching up for the stars because sometimes we reach for the stars, but we're really reaching in places that we shouldn't be because it should actually be in front of you. I'm going to say this. The sign's going to be simple, but it's going to be powerful, okay? You're going to stop questioning yourself. It's not going to be a question. You're not going to have to ask yourself, is this the right person? You'll just know. They're going to bring peace to your nervous system, not a rush, not a high, a calmness. So look for calmness. You're going to notice different type of synchronicities, like repeating different numbers, 1111, 222, your favorite song playing whenever they do actually appear. You might feel some different deja vus, or like you've known them for so much longer than you actually have, and that your soul is actually recognizing theirs. It's like your soul recognizes that this is home. This is where you're meant to be. So when you're no longer questioning yourself, that's when you're going to know. Sweetie pie. So I'm going to say basically the right one, honestly, if I go generally speaking, and a lot of things can change, but I'm going to say the right one I feel is not really coming into your life until 2026, somewhere around, I'm going to say the fall. I'm not saying everybody else along the way is not meant to be, or they're not interesting, or they're not worth to be seeing, or anything of the such. Things can change. People can modify. A lot of energies can change, but I don't necessarily see you finding that person, that type of soul connection until then. So hopefully I'm wrong and you'll see before, sweetie pie. All right. My pleasure, my beautiful Marquisha. You definitely can, Juanson. Just 1 second, sweetie. Thank you for posting your question, sweetie pie. I'm going to come and see you right away, my love. Hey, what's up? Oh non, 30 minutes. Mais... Demande à Mathias, peux-tu, s'il vous plaît, qu'il descende avec toi? Dis-lui que maman le dit. Annelle?
Non.
OK. OK, bébé.
Puis, dès que t'as fini, faut que la mèche.
Je te le dis tout. Tu peux garder ma porte ouverte si tu veux.
Ben, dès que t'as fini, faut que la mèche.
OK, bébé. Ça va me faire plaisir. I am sending you much love, my beautiful Marquisha, sweetie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, okay? All right. So, let me just give you that list at this moment. We're going to go and see Luxury Smooth. Juanson. Here we go for the list at the moment. Okay. I have a Luxury Smooth. After Luxury Smooth, I do have Joseph. I do have you over here, Sweetie Pie. And thank you for leaving your question also, my love. So Luxury Smooth is up. Then we're going to go and see Joseph. Then I'm going to go and see our beautiful Love Shine. I do also have somebody over here by the name of Kay Lee. I'm not going to say your full name. Kaylee. Whoever you are, my sweet love, let us know. I need to know who you are, my love. And then I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend, Mimi. All right. So Luxury Smooth, Joseph, followed out by Love Shine, Kaylee, and Mimi. Okay. So Luxury Smooth, what do we have? No, third on the list is not bad at all, Love Shine. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Who do I have? Actually, it is not Sean. It is Diane that I have. No, I have not yet, Diane. You are on up onto the list. I do have you, sweetie. I'll be with you shortly, my love. I will be with you shortly, sweetie. I like the way you see it, Love Shine. I do. Honestly. All right. So, Sweetie Pie. You're just going to go ahead and leave your question. How does your friend PJ view you? He's been a little bit distant lately. Okay. And thank you for waiting so patiently, my love. Joseph, if you're here, please let us know if you're here, sweetie, or next. Okay, so Joseph and Love Shine are going to be on up next. I do have you onto the list, Diane, and I will be with you shortly, love. Why do I have a lot of indecision, a lot of confusion? I feel as though there's a decision. There's something that has been made between you guys at some point in time. There was a decision that was made that I feel... It's almost like if whatever this decision was made, or decisions, it could be many things that are a little bit combined together. It's almost like if this other person feels like you are holding on, or you have a certain control over the relationship or the connection or the friendship anyways. I'll call it the connection. I feel as though there is something that is going on that they feel that you have like too much power over the connection and the way that things are moving on forward. So, and I'm going to say they feel like you're hiding secrets. They feel like you're hiding something from them. And that's why they are not happy. So does that make any sense? Why would they feel like you are hiding something from them? And when I say hiding something from them, it could be something as simple as you used to talk a lot, but you're not talking as much. It could be maybe there's something you didn't tell them, but they kind of found out by somebody else that is around you. They just feel like you're no longer being open like you used to be. And there's a change of vibe. There's a change of energy that is there. And they're kind of pulling away. If you want things to go back into the same way that it used to be, you're going to have to sit down. You're going to have to talk about this. You're going to have to be completely open towards it. And a little bit of a rebalancing of the scales. Because like I said, at this moment, they feel like you're in control of the relationship instead of being like a 50-50 kind of connection. Does that make any sense, my love? Are you here, sweetie? Sean, you put back the same name again. That's you. Okay, that's you. Okay, so here we go. So, do you believe that there is something that you guys can work together there, my beautiful sweetie pie? Let's go and take a little bit more cards out. You're able to get this connection back on track. You're able to get a celebration. You're able to do so. All right? I feel like you guys need to sit. You need to talk. You need to make this person know that you care about them. You need to let them know that not only do you care about them, but they're important for you and you don't want to lose this connection. I feel like they need to know that because I feel like at this moment they feel like they're not important. They feel like this is a connection like any other and you guys are just slowly kind of separating. If you leave it the way that it is, it will continue into that path. So I'm definitely going to say a connection can happen again between the both of you guys. You can go back into the same type of a relationship or connection that you guys had, but it's going to be really important to talk about it because at this moment there is such a difference between what one person is thinking and the other person is thinking. Yet into the same way, it's kind of silly because you guys both want the exact same thing. So it's just a really big miscommunication altogether. You're not really upset and they're not really upset. Nobody really wants anything bad from anybody. We just want to figure things out, but our vulnerability is kind of building up those boundaries and it's making it difficult and it just kind of keeps pulling you further and further and further away. Let me know, sweetie, okay, if there's anything else I can do for you, my sweetie pie. Ouais. Ah, il fait chaud, bébé. Va en dessous de la doudou chauffante, elle est là-bas. Va en dessous de la doudou. Il fait chaud ici, regarde. Non, elle est fermée.
J'ai la clim.
La clim. Va mettre la doudou de la chauffante. Je t'aime. Ok, ferme-le. Sais-tu comment le fermer? Mais je le rallume pour les dodos, ok? Merci, babe. Love you. You feel great now? Love you then, sweetie. Maybe you should talk to him. You don't want to get rejected. No, you're not going to get rejected, my love. You're not going to get rejected, sweetie. I feel as though this is really just a question of talking. That's all that it is. Don't fear, my love. Do not fear. When you fear, it creates blockages, and blockages end up with more fear, more inconsistency, more frustration, and everything in the such. You are so much better to know the truth right here, right now, than to hold on to something that you don't know about and be afraid about something you don't really have an answer towards. Don't be afraid of fear. Fear is actually going to help you to move on through those obstacles, to be stronger, to be better, to get the connections that you want, my love. All right. Luxy Smooth. If you want to, my email's always there. You can always reach out to me whenever you want to. Okay, my sweetie pie? Always there, my love. Bless your beautiful soul, sweetie. All right. Joseph, where are you, sweetie? Where are you, my love? Are you around? Where are you? I have your questions, so we're honkadory. Hi, Crimson. Nice to see you, sweetie. Oh, you are here. Oh, thank you, sweetie pie. I got you, my love. I've got you. Thank you for waiting so patiently, sweetie. Here we go. You're not sure how to phrase a question. Okay. Yes, in the past few months. It's not because of you. Okay, I got you, my love. Let's go and see this. Thank you for waiting so patiently, sweetie pie. So, up next is going to be Love Shine. After Kaylee, I'm going to go and see Diane, okay? So the list after that is going to be Love Shine. So Love Shine, if you want to post your questions, you can post them right away, my love. After that, we do have a Kaylee, Diane, and Mimi. We're going to be closing up the lives at 11, so in 15 minutes, okay, sweeties? All right, my love. Do you feel, my love, do you feel like your person is like slowly kind of slipping away? You say that they've been a little bit distant. Have you asked them? Because I feel like, honestly, I feel like they're slowly slipping away, sweetie. I feel like they don't want to let you go, but I almost feel like they don't want to let you go. They want to keep you around, but I feel like there's somebody else who's playing around into this energy. So I'm going to go and take out some more cards and more information about it. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she's seeing somebody else. I'm not saying that she's dating anybody else. I'm not saying anything of the such. I am saying, however, that there is somebody who is around your lady who is also very interested into her, and I do feel like she does talk with this person, and I feel like that energy is interfering into your relationship. That's what I can see at this moment over here. Yes. Okay. Let's go and see what's happening with the connection over there with the lady. Okay. Your lady is being disappointed at this moment. Okay. So the girl that you're talking to at this moment that you're into a relationship with, I honestly feel like she's a little bit disappointed. I feel like she wants more. Um, I feel like she wants more love. She wants more time. She wants you to give more of a certain commitment into a certain kind of a way. Now, at the very same time, into the meanwhile, like I said, she is talking with somebody else. At this moment, the major problem that is happening is I feel like she wants more coming from you, but at the very same time, she has temptation coming from another place. So you're kind of stuck into a place where she, not you, well, you can decide too, but she needs to figure out what she wants. Is she going to try to fix the relationship with you? And let's say you guys communicate and you talk, and maybe you end up giving her more love or more attention. She gives you more of what you need. You guys communicate those needs and things go well. Perfect. She lets go of the other person. But if you guys are not able to come to that certain agreement and can't necessarily come to that place, then this other person is going to come into play. And that's where your major blockage is. Your major blockage is somebody else is into the cards because she enjoys talking with this person. Again, I am saying again, she has not done anything with this person. There is nothing sexual. There is nothing physical. There's nothing of the such has happened. There's no I love yous and there's no nothing intimate. But there is a great interest over here. And they do talk every once in a while. It's almost like if this person is plan B. So you're A and they're B. But if A is not able to talk with the lady and you guys can't figure this out, then she's going to go towards plan B. And this is a little bit what she's a little bit wondering and kind of working on through, which is why she's a little bit distant. So you need to stop this distance right away because otherwise it's going to continue and continue. And at some point, there'll just be a rupture. There'll be an ending. There'll be nothing that could be repaired. You won't be able to fix it. Okay, so that's really, really important. Let me go and see how she feels about you because we haven't looked at that. And I feel like because of the questions that we were talking about, I feel like it's important to go and see. All right. So how is she feeling about you? All right. She doesn't feel like you're playing games with her in any kind of a way. Honestly, I don't know if you know it, but your lady actually wants to have like family, kids, the whole deal. She does. She feels like there's blockages within your relationship and she's not getting the love or the attention that she would like to have. That being said, she does love you and she does care for you. She does want things to work on through if you're able to talk this through. It's not just about you, it's you and her. She has to do some effort. She has to change some things, such as you do also. So both of you guys are actually happy together. So I'm going to say over here, it really is important, my love. Okay, she does love you. She does care for you. This relationship can definitely be saved, but we have to save it before it goes too far. So really, honestly, set up a date, chit chat, not over the phone, not over the text, meet each other, talk, have a lovely time. Don't talk about it for 3 hours. There's no good about it. Talk about it for 10, 15 minutes. How can we make this better? Because I love you, because I care for you, because I want the very best. What do you want out of this? Perfect. In 10, 15 minutes, it's done. You guys are back onto the right track. But it's important to do that. All right? And that is for Sean. All right. Thank you, my beautiful Diane, sweetie. I've got Sean right over here after Mimi, my love. You say she seems like she didn't really understand why you would wonder why she didn't want to do this anymore, right? Oh, you are, my sweetie. You are onto the list. You are You are after, I didn't say it to Juanson. Oh my dear God. You are, sweetie. You are. You're after Love Shine, sweetie pie. And then I have Kaylee. You are after Love Shine. You're up in about 5 minutes, sweetie pie. Tink 777. You're right after Love Shine. I'm sorry. I had you onto my list, but it's not Juanson's fault. Completely mine, sweetie. Oh, Crimson, sweetie. You are Kaylee then. You are Kaylee, my love. Okay. I was looking for you. Are you Kaylee? Just let me know. And if you are, perfect. And thank you for letting me know, sweetie. It's hard because when you're supposed to hang out, she bails out at the last second. And I know, but you have to, I know, but you are allowed. No, you're not, Crimson. You are not. Who is Kaylee? I still don't know who Kaylee is. No, Juanson, it's not your blame. It's absolutely mine. Okay, hold on, my dear Crimson. I'm going to go and see where you're at, my love. I still don't know who Kaylee is then. Then we need to figure out who Kaylee is at some point in time. Okay. And here we go, Crimson. I'm going to go back in. Joseph, sweetie. Don't accept people who are going to bail out onto you at every single moment. If you accept people to bail out onto you, then it becomes somewhat acceptable. It becomes okay, and then they continue to do it. You need to let her know it's not okay. Why? Because you do want to see her, you do miss her, you do love her, you want to spend some time with her, and at the same time you dedicate some time to be with her. And if she is bailing on out, then you need to know why she's bailing on out. You know, she can't be permanently sick, or she can't, you know, if she's not going to put you as the top priority, then why should you put her into the top priority? You deserve somebody into your life who's going to give you the exact same than what you're giving on through. But she needs to give some answers towards what she's doing, because otherwise she's just using the situation and you're going to end up more and more sad, my love. All right. Okay, so I still don't know who Kaylee is. Crimson, are you AF? AF. Your question is about, okay, hold on. Okay, I've got you. You're AF. I've got you, Crimson. Thank you, sweetie pie. Thank you for your donation, my love. I don't have you right away. We can leave you a timestamp if you want, but I do have a good 20 minutes before I'm going to be with you about, okay, my love? But I've got you. You can come back in about 15, 20 minutes, or we can leave you a timestamp. I have your question. You're onto the list. Have no fears. Okay. Here we go. Okay, hold on just 1 second. Thank you so very much, sweetie. Okay, just 1 second. You're supposed to see each other this weekend, so you really have to make sure that it happens. Yes, of course. If it doesn't, or something kind of comes along, you can always send me an email. All right, Joseph, I can try to help you as much as I possibly can. I'll listen to you, but really confirm to her you're supposed to see each other this weekend. So confirm to her, let's say tomorrow, you know, that, you know, are we still seeing each other? What time? I'm so excited to see you, everything of the such. And then just kind of go along with it like that, okay? All right, so Love Shine it is. Love Shine it is. I'm going to come and see you, Love Shine. You just have to be, you do have to be more direct into it. Absolutely, sweetie. Steph, sweetie, why don't you get them anymore? I don't know. You said that. You said it. You said you were thinking about me, you didn't get it, and then you got something, and now you don't get it anymore. I know. You need to unsubscribe and then subscribe again? Ah, frig. Well, thank you for unsubscribing and resubscribing. Make sure that when you resubscribe that you click on all notifications enabled, because otherwise it's not going to change anything. But I don't know. Sometimes there's weird glitches, my sweetie pie. But know that we're always here Monday to Friday, 9 till 11:30, midnight, every night, sweetie. Well, Monday to Friday. Even if you receive notifications, we're here, my love. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, and that's how you found me. You got the feeling. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for putting the extra effort to come and find us, sweetie. All right, so here we go for Love Shine. Then I'm coming over to see my beautiful boss, Tink777, my boss lady. Okie dokie. So, how are you doing, MSS staff? How are you doing, my sweetie pie, by the way? Love Shine, you do need a timestamp. So, Love Shine, you're going to be at 151:30. Okay, dokie. Joseph, I hope things go well for you this weekend. If they don't, come and see me on Monday. Let me know how it went, okay? Or even if it does go well, come and see me on Monday. Let me know how it went. All right, so up next is Tink777. Then, I still don't know who Kaylee is. So, after Tink777, we are going to go and see Diane. Then we're going to go and see, hold on. I'm going to make a new list over here. My list is all weird. So, Tink777, then we're going to go and see our dear friend Diane. Then I'm going to go and see Crimson. So Diane, Tink, Crimson, which is AF. And then we're going to go and see Mimi and Sean. So that's a list, okay, sweetie pies? For the moment. So Love Shine, you're up. Tink777 is next. Diane, Crimson, Mimi, and Sean for the moment, my loves. So Mark with wife and Amy sat up until sleep. It's almost like if they live into the same house, they live into the same place, but it's like they are separate individuals doing their own things. They collaborate for meals or for activities or for vacations, but there's like no unity. So I'm going to say over here, it is what it is. There are two people living into the same house, taking care of the family organization, but nothing really kind of makes sense around it. It seems to be a little bit sticking around that. All right. So not much. There's no battles. There's nothing of the such. Mark with Amy, sun up until sleep. Ah, there you go. I was right then. Around Father's Day. I knew they were doing something. Yeah, I told you they're doing something around Father's Day. Okay, so here we go. With you, I feel over here that, I feel like you guys don't always trust each other. I know that he loves you. I know that you love him, but you guys don't always trust each other. You don't. As much him for you as you for him. I feel like sometimes your communication is not the clearest as it possibly can neither. Other than that, I will say that he does have beautiful, loving vibes towards you, but I'm definitely seeing into the cards onto, you know, a complete different subject that you guys don't necessarily always trust each other. But he doesn't have any weird dynamics with you in any kind of a way today. Oh, it was yesterday I saw that. Okay. Thank you. I didn't remember when it was I saw that. Okay, so it was yesterday. How will the 7 goes with a wife? I knew they were going somewhere. The queen shall do what the queen does. She shall be there. She will be the mama figure. She will do what it is that she must do. I feel like they're going to be excited to kind of come on back, but honestly, I feel like vacations go well. I do. I feel like she's always a little bit kind of the boss. And I say the boss because I feel like she organizes things and she schedules things for everybody to do and what they're doing together and all those things. So she's like the scheduling, organization kind of person who's behind everything. And I kind of feel like she likes things to kind of a little bit follow up with her plan. That being said, if you're wondering if anything lovey-dovey or exciting is going to be happening, I don't see anything of the such. I actually see him being really, really quite excited to come back home after those 7 days. So I'm going to say it's going to go fine. I don't see any bad moments at this moment or anything happening that could create a lot of problems. And I don't see anything nice or lovey-dovey or sweet neither, which is good. His thoughts and feelings for you. Diane, you're next, followed up by Tink777. Okay, so Sweetie Pie. What is coming on through over here for you is the following. Feelings for you. I do see a lot of keeping things within. I don't know if he's expressed to you lately how much he does love you and how much he does care for you, or if he's been keeping that more within. The fact that he would keep it more within doesn't take away the fact that he does love you. It just means that he's not necessarily expressing it as much as he usually would. All right, we'll put it that way. So that being said, I do feel over here that there is beautiful love. I do feel like there is great attraction. I do feel like there's a lot of beautiful togetherness. But I also do feel as though the relationship that you do have does have within the feelings and everything its own load of responsibilities that you both kind of have to a little bit fulfill and kind of play on through so nobody necessarily finds out. So I feel like that can sometimes be a little bit heavy upon him, but Sweetie Pie, his loving and feelings for you, he's keeping a lot of it within. So he's not necessarily expressing how much he does care for you and love you. So I will say that he does care for you and does love you, even though he is not necessarily expressing it at this moment, which he should be expressing it, but he's not. Tarot. Whenever you're afraid that he's going somewhere, he's not going anywhere. So if you're ever afraid that he's going to leave, he's not going anywhere. That being said, he wants to offer you more love. He does. I do feel like it is into the tarot of this. It is into the tarot. It is not. I'm into the tarot for you, but I do have to say I do see that while he is going to be away. Now, I don't know what the conflict is, so don't ask me what the conflict is. It has not arisen. I don't know what it is. But you guys are going to have somewhat of a conflict. I feel on day 3 or day 4 that he has gone on vacation. It's not going to be a long conflict. It's not going to be a big conflict. But there's going to be somewhat of a misunderstanding. Or you're going to be feeling like you're a little bit left alone, like he's not reaching out as much as he should. And that's going to create a little bit of an issue. So on day 3 or 4, when he's gone on vacation, that's going to be bothering you. Other than that, I'm going to say that he wants to offer you more love, sweetie. He does. He wants to try to be there more for you, is basically what it is. He wants to try to be more present for you. He wants to try to be more supportive of you. He wants to try to listen to you and to understand you and try to evolve with you. But often what gets into the way is the fact that he's a little bit egocentrical. He thinks about himself a lot, and that hinders the relationship altogether. We're going to go and see Diane at this moment. Oh no. Yes, it is Diane followed up by Tink. Diane is first, then Tink. I'm sorry, Tink, sweetie. I'm glad you're doing good, Miss Steph, sweetie pie. Diane, and then Tink, you're next. So Tink, let us know if you are here. Diane, you're going to be at 201. All right. All right. A reading for the past, present, and future. Well, the past is what it is. It is a past, sweetie pie. Hold on. I'm not going to go into the past lives because that's a completely different thing altogether. But I'm going to go and see what I've got over here. So Tink 777, you're next. After Tink, we have Crimson, Mimi, and Sean. If there's anything else that I have to update, I shall go and update when I'm done with Crimson. So the past, what is the past? So the present and the future. Past, present, and future. What have we got popping on through for you? Here we go, my love. The past holds lessons. The present does too, and so does the future. But the past, I feel, holds memories that kind of tug at your heart. Some sweet, some bittersweet altogether. I feel like you have maybe recently revisited people or places or feelings that are kind of tied to comfort or maybe even a little bit of nostalgia altogether. I feel like that brings you a certain healing, but I also feel like it could kind of rekindle or remind you of things that maybe you've outgrown. I'm going to say over here, the message for you into the past is to honor your past, but don't let it define your present. You're right here, right now. Into the present at this moment, I feel like you're into a place or into a space where you need to go into your deep inner knowing. So even if things feel a little bit quiet or uncertain onto the surface, I feel like your intuition is speaking so much louder than logic. And so I need you to trust all those little nudges that you get, all those little signs and all those dreams, because you may feel like something is kind of brewing behind the scenes, but it is because it is. So you're not meant to act, impulsively at this moment. You're meant to observe right now. You're meant to align, and you're meant to protect your energy. So remember, now I've said into the past, honor your past, but don't let it define you. Into your present, I've said, don't act impulsively at this moment. Observe, align, and protect your energy. If we move on forward into the future, I feel like there's movement. I feel like there's victory. I feel like there's momentum. I feel like you're soon going to be in a position where you're going to be able to take the lead into your life. May it be within love, may it be within your own personal power. And that path ahead is going to require you to focus and discipline. But your determination is actually what's going to push you on through. Your determination, your strength, your courage, all that. So the direction is entirely yours to choose. It is. Just don't let the fear hold the reins of anything. So basically, I'm going to say that you're releasing the weight of the past, my beautiful love. You're tapping into your inner wisdom at this moment, and soon you're going to be stepping into somewhat, I'm going to say, season a little bit more of bold forward movement altogether. So you need to stay grounded, and you need to stay onto the energy that you're into, which is an energy of a little bit being onto the edge of a certain breakthrough. All right, so that's going to be super important. And an angel message, my love. This is your message from your angels to be diplomatic and compassionate towards your fellow brothers and sisters. Speak your truth to them through your divine light and life's purpose. Remember to maintain harmony within so it can be displayed outward but into your world, sweetie. So my sweet, beautiful love, that is what you must know. Tink 777 and Crimson are up next. Tink, where are you, sweetie? Where's the weather? Today was kind of gray, but it was warm. It was like 26, 27, but gray. Yesterday was gorgeous. It was like 30 degrees, nice, hot and sunny. I've been getting color. Woohoo! Yes. Summer's on to its way. Thank you for your caramel cappuccino, sweetie. Thank you, Tink777. I know that you are here. Did somebody say to ask to stay away from you at work? I surely hope not. Frig. Let's go see. All right. Okay. So here we go, my beautiful lady boss. What have we got for you? Crimson, let us know if you're here. If you're not here, I've got your questions, so we're good. So Crimson is next, followed out by Mimi. Crimson and Mimi are going to be following on through. So here we go, my beautiful Tink. What do we got? Did somebody tell us to stay away from you at work? Ooh, la 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 la. Something is wrong. There is no doubt about it. There's secrets. There are many, many secrets. Yes, at work. There's a lot of curiosity about you from what I can see. Sweetie Pie, I'm going to say it feels very much like somebody has done something. It feels like there's a sense of something that is completely unspoken. Like a quiet conversation, a warning based, kind of passed on through behind closed doors. It doesn't feel like S made this decision entirely onto their own, but they were definitely influenced. I feel like I see an energy. I see a lady, but I don't know who the lady is. As a lady who has longer hair from what I can see, like longer, I don't know, a little bit past the shoulders. All right. I feel like she has lighter colored hair. So I'm going to say this person has been influenced by words, and I'm going to say by, gossip, a little bit of subtle kind of pressure. So S is emotionally conflicted at this moment, which is why a little bit of the distance is coming on through. And that is keeping the distance, but it's not keeping the disinterest. There's a difference between distance and disinterest. But because they're unsure onto actually how to navigate everything that's a little bit kind of going on, they're kind of avoiding and they're trying to stay a little bit far away, not to necessarily be seen with you. So there's no major negative energy towards you personally, but there's definitely a lady who has planted a seed of caution to S's mind. And that has been bothering S. And that's why S is a little bit staying away. But S is still curious. S is still watching you from a distance, but they're definitely trying to play it safe. So what you're actually sensing, you're absolutely right. It is your intuition. You're not paranoid in any kind of a way. You're not imagining this shift neither. This is truly what is actually happening at this moment. Yes. Absolutely. Do you know who that lady is? Thank you, my dear Crimson, sweetie. You're going to be on up right after. Let me know if you know who this person is, sweetie pie. I'm curious. Where are you, my sweetie? Okay. Where are you, my sweetie? Waiting to see where you're at a moment. Um, you're next, my love. You're next, Crimson. Yes. Okay. Does Caroline Y, I'm going to go and see, does she have blonde hair? And for some reason, does she wear glasses? It could be contacts, but does she wear glasses? And does she have blonde hair? Like blonde, 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 not ash blonde, blonde. Okay, it's her. I see a lady who has blonde hair, blonde, and she's wearing glasses. That's the lady. She's the one. She's the one you have to be careful for. She's the one who's playing games behind your back, my beautiful love. She's the one. She's the one who is trying anyways to break you guys up or to try to distance you guys as much as she possibly can. So be very careful. Set them. I know you're the boss, Sweetie. I know you can switch things around. Set them at different schedules. Put them in different places. Do whatever it is that you can. Just try to put that person a little bit further away. Or even you can even try to talk to them and say, you know what? I kind of heard, maybe I've heard around that different things have been said. I'm not saying that you're the one who's saying it, but if you are aware or you are the one who is doing this, please do, maybe a conversation could be good to be had with this person into a little bit of an open kind of a way, or switch up the schedules or something of the such, because she is, okay, dark blondish. It's her though, Sweetie. She's the one who's up to no good, Sweetie. Crimson, I'm coming to get your question, my love. It's her, my love. Crimson, I'm just going to go and get your question, okay? Mimi and Sean are going to be on up next. Let me know if you have any other questions, okay? My beautiful Tank, I've got you, Sweetie. I'll answer you. You can just post it on over here. Lilith, if you want to close everything up, you can, Sweetie. I had not posted it yet, but I know you haven't posted it yet, but whenever you post it, I'll pin it, Sweetie Pie. Crimson, hold on, my love. Oh, where am I? That is, what did I do? Did I get out? Oh, no, I didn't get out alive. Woo! I got lovely arms. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Okie dokie. I have to say, I've never had that compliment before. I will take it though. Thank you, sweet love. Okay, so you want to know, how does T feel towards you, my love? I actually went into my pool for the first time today. About 20 minutes, not that long this morning, because we actually had a little bit of sun this morning and then it was like gray. But my pool was finally at a temperature that I could put my body into it. It was nice and warm, like at 87. So yes, I did my first pool activity today. Hopefully into the following days it'll be nice and warm and I'll be able to get into the pool with my kids. So here we go. Getting our Hierophant passing on through, also getting over here our King of Cups. Sweetie Pie, what is up with this person, my love? What is up? What is up? What is up? Why do I kind of feel like this person is interested into you, but they're keeping everything within? Like they're kind of, it's like you're their weakness. They keep everything within their beautiful soul, not really saying anything, just kind of waiting and kind of, it's almost like if we're waiting for you to do something. Does that make any sense to you? Yeah, like I feel like somebody is wanting you to do something. I do. I feel like they're wanting to have some type of movement of some sort. Yeah. And you just met this person at work. Okay, well, that's why they're keeping everything within. Okay, well, there's no doubt about it. This person is interested towards you, but they're kind of feeling a little weak. They're kind of feeling a little bit insecure towards the whole situation, so they're not going to be speaking about anything in any kind of a way, okay? This is about, we're going to be doing what we need to do. We want to get to know you better, but we're definitely interested in you. Let me go and take out some more cards and see what I've got, all right? But don't, like, this person is not going to make any movement towards you. If anything, you're the one who's going to have to make some movements towards this person at some point in time. Whenever you're ready. It could be into a month. It could be in a couple of weeks. Whenever you're ready for it. So, for the moment, my love, what I'm going to say is this. The person that you're interested in, they have been heartbroken. They've been hurt. They've been hurt into the past. We've all been hurt, but they've been hurt. Like somebody has, you know, cheated onto them into some kind of way. So they kind of like to take things one little step at a time. They don't move too quickly within things. That being said, they are going to try by different means and different ways to seek attention from you. So I need you to look out for the signs. The more little signs you see, we're looking towards you, or we're smiling, or we make sure to always say good morning to you, or all those little signs and all those little symbols are going to be super important because that's their way of trying to get attention. So they're seeking attention from you. That's what they want to find. So it's going to be important to look at that and to try to feed on into it. All right? Non, pas encore, mais bientôt, Anna. Oui, je sais. Je vais, quand j'ai fini avec cette personne-là, je vais aller chercher quelque chose à boire, par contre, okay? What? So there's no doubt about it, my sweetie pie. This person over here does not want to make any moves, but they are interested in you, and they're going to be showing it to you in little nudges, little bits and pieces here and there. For the moment, they're kind of intrigued. They don't know that much, but they are interested. They are physically attracted to you, but they would like to know a little bit more. But again, you're the one who's going to have to make the bold moves, but you're going to have to watch out for their signs because you're going to have to feed into them. And the more you feed into them, the easier this connection is going to become. And she touched your shoulder. I told you. I know. Yeah, she's playing it safe, sweetie. Yes, she's playing it safe, sweetie pie. So, you know, she touches your shoulder. She wants a little bit more. All right. So maybe you touch her shoulder back next time. Something of the such. Keep it nice. Keep it professional. But it's one tiny little touch. She wants more, but you're going to have to be slow. Don't go too quickly with it. Okay. Slow. Slow, slow, slow. You know the story of the turtle and the rabbit or the lièvre? How do you call it? The wild thingy? Yeah, that's it. The turtle ends up winning, right? Take your time, sweetie pie. One little step at a time. She touched your shoulder because she was interested and she kind of wanted to show it to you in a different way. But she kind of would have liked if you kind of touched her back. It could be her shoulder. It could be a cute or sweet remark. It could be a little wink, a little something, something. So play along with the game and have fun with it, sweetie. She definitely wants something more. And if you play this game well, she's going to play it back. And within the following 3 to 4 weeks, you guys should be able to go on to a date together. Thank you. It's a hare. I'm French. The hare didn't come towards me. In my mind, it's a lièvre. I'm like, la tortue, la lièvre. The hare just didn't come towards me. So that's what it is. So you got to be that little turtle. Okay. So just move on forward slowly and you will get to it, sweetie pie. Thank you for finding me the English word. Why don't I give you some messages over here too, sweetie, from the Hermit Tarot. Merci à toi, Crimson. Thank you, sweetie pie. You're such a sweet soul. And thank you for waiting so patiently. Truly do appreciate it. I know you did wait for this read, my love. All right, here we go. See, look, will you choose me? You know, oui, un tout peu de français. Parfait. Perfect. I still won't speak to you in French, but you're a sweetie pie. You'll be able to help me into those words that just kind of slipped my mind. So we do want things to move slowly. We definitely do. Now this card I know seems really weird. I want to get you drunk. We don't really want to get you drunk, but this is a devil card, so it's a lot about passion. It's a lot about all different kind of devilish little sexual thoughts that kind of go along with it. But it's a lot about going into a deeper place to get to know you into a better way so we could open up our feelings with you. So it makes complete sense. And I don't want to lose you. So let's just have fun at work, sweetie. This is just going to make work much more fun, much more passionate, much more spicy. So enjoy, my beautiful love. Enjoy, sweetie. And again, thank you so very much, my dear Crimson. You're sweetie pie, my love. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to be back with Mimi and Sean to finish on up. Okay? So just a few moments, sweetie pies. I'm back, sweetie pies. I'm sorry. And here we go. Mimi. Mimi is next. All right. Mimi is going to be at 221 Thursday. Okay, hold on. We're going to go over here. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 moment. I'm just going to go and get the questions. I'm going to give you a timestamp. Mimi. Let's go right over here. I'm going to see at the same time if everything is good. And I have your questions that are here. So you wonder what are his thoughts and feelings for you now? Does he have any plans? Oh, I know, sweetie pie. Not really. Okay. So Mimi is going to be at 224. Mimi, my love, what are his thoughts and feelings for you? I don't really feel like all that much have changed, my sweetie. I know. I still feel like he's into a place where it's complicated. Yeah. Wait, let me just, okay. He's into a place, my love, where he's not necessarily ready for, well, he's not ready. No, he's not wanting and he's not ready. I'm going to say he's into a place of reflection. I feel like he's into a place where sometimes he pulls back emotionally. He doesn't do it to forget you, but he does it because everything is a little bit too heavy. It's a little bit too much. I feel like he often has regret, but he's not able to open on up or to own up to it. So often he thinks about the loss, not just of you, but also the loss and how he actually handled everything altogether, which he didn't really handle. He just did chaos. So deep down, yes, he does miss you, but he's also kind of avoiding the part where he'd have to actually face the truth of what he did. Is he planning on reaching out at this moment? Like, I mean, he thinks about texting you often, but he doesn't do it. He always feels like he's a little bit stuck. He has a lot of mental blockages. He has shame. He has fear of your reaction. So I feel like he does want to fix it, but doesn't know how to fix it. Doesn't know how to get that emotional relief. So it's a little bit like you've sentenced. It's not a real plan. It's something that's always impulsive. It's always something that's emotionally driven. And he doesn't really know how to face you properly. So he actually just kind of stays quiet within all of it. So does he still care? And, you know, why does it feel so intense? Because he does still care, because the connection was real and the connection is real. But now he's kind of tangled in different type of illusions and secrets and confusions. So he's into a place and you're into a place where you're energetically linked, if you will. And that is why your emotions, they rise and sometimes they go way down at the bottom of the roller coaster, so they fall. It's his energy that's moving on in and kind of moving on out of your field. So the bond is there and the bond was there and the bond is deep, but it's no longer clear. It's no longer a healthy type of a bond. So it feels like it's very intense, but your heart, if you will, is still kind of unwinding from all those emotional knots. So what you really need to know at this moment is you're not imagining your progress, you're healing, even if it feels like it's slow. You are there, you are rebuilding your emotional power, and you're doing it one little piece at a time. So I'm going to say you are showing clarity upon your growing, and you know what it is that you could do now that you couldn't necessarily do. And I'm going to say, even if he does return, it's not going to erase what he's done, what he said, or what he hasn't done, or what he hasn't said. It's not going to erase the certain betrayal. It's still going to be there. So it's still that emotional, baggage that is there. So what you need to know is that if ever he does come on back, well, you know what? It's likely more for comfort than it is for commitment. He's not coming back for commitment. He's still married. So you deserve more than those recycled apologies. You deserve the presence. You deserve the honesty. You deserve love without games. So you need to keep on healing, because even if it's a little bit at a snail pace, because you are heading towards somewhere that is far better than anything that you've ever actually been through. So that's what you have to look at. You have to no longer look at the past. You have to look at the present. And what is the present bringing you? Into the past, he brought you good. Into the past, he brought you pain. He brought you good. He brought you a lot of things. But what is he bringing you into the right here, into the right now? He's bringing you just pain and sorrow and frustration. He's not bringing you anything good. So what do you do with that? That is entirely yours to decide. But he will come back at some point. He will come back. But is he going to come back by giving you what you want? He's not going to come back to give you a commitment. He'll come back for his own ego, for his own emotions. And that's just going to feed him, and he's going to disappear again. And you're going to be back at the same space that you're into. It's a little bit of a dangerous place to be into, I know. I'm going to give you some messages, and we're going to come and see over here. Here we go. So I'm basically going to say over here for you, my sweetie pie, I feel as though there's a lot of wrongful advice that has been given. I am getting also over here, please do give me some time, because I've never truly actually felt that way before. Also, love is going to be the answer, but love is the answer, but it's also movement that's going to be the answer. You can't love and not necessarily have any forward movement, right? But he does think about you, and he does wonder about you. So he hasn't let you go in any kind of a way. He's just moving into a different direction, but still hasn't let go of you, which is why the connection is so intense and so strong and still there, my love. I'm sending you so much love, sweetie pie, and my sweet one. I'm going to go and see Sean to answer your question, my dear love shine. The cards when you look at the cards, my beautiful love shine, you have to look at everything within the card, and you have to look at the surrounding cards that are around it. When I say that he doesn't trust you and you don't really trust him, it is there. Now, he loves you. You can love somebody and not trust them. You can love somebody and kind of have some fears. So let me put it into this kind of way. It'll be easier to understand. You love him, right? But you don't entirely trust him because you wonder sometimes what he does, let's say, with Facebook, with the people that are onto it, and the people that he adds or doesn't add, and who's where and who's what. If you trusted him completely, you wouldn't ask yourself that question. You would just let him add whoever he needs to add. You wouldn't even ask the question. As far as him, same thing. He didn't add you onto the thing right away. Why? Onto his Facebook? Because yes, he loves you, but what if, like he clearly has said, what if something ever happened between you guys and you decide you'd be vengeful? That's where his trust issues come from. It doesn't mean he doesn't love you. It means that he's wary. It means that he doesn't want to lose what he already has. That's what I mean by it. That's what the fear is. If ever things went badly at some point in time, would you do something? Would you be vengeful? Would you be upset? Would you create chaos into his life? That's what I mean into the trust. If he was onto the side of a ledge and, you had to save him, he could trust you. He knows that you would save him. But if things got to the worst place possible, would you always be as sweet and loving and kind as you are? Would you act into the exact same way? That's what he doubts. And that's why his barriers are a little bit up. That's what I mean. And this is going to be for Sean. Sean is going to be at 2:30. So Sean, this is for Sean, done for us airy blokes. That's us and Sheila's. Red, orange, and black, and purple, and pink is supposed to be, yes. The major color of an Aries is a red. All right, let's go see. You're sweetie pie, Sean. I do appreciate it, my love. I do, sweetie. I do have to say, my dear Sean, I am surrounded by good people. I am surrounded by beautiful, loving people. And so I am good. It is my pleasure, my beautiful love shine, sweetie. In a certain way, my beautiful love shine, I see the normality into it. I know that it's hurtful. I know that it's painful, but I see the normality. And I feel like a lot of people into those type of situations will have a little bit of some barriers up. But like I said, I feel like it's something that kind of goes along with that territory. But he does trust you in everything else. It's just he has to keep a little bit of some barriers towards that. That's it. Okay. So here we go. All right, so what do we do with this, my love? I'm basically going to say over here, sweetie, I do feel like you're right onto the money for there are fiery, airy colors, red, orange, black, white, purple, and pink. They all carry some very bold energy that do match the fearlessness. Oh, yes, because we are fearless. The passionate vibe. Red with a black interior. Why not, my sweetie pie? That is just going to give you the ultimate Aries ride. Confidence, edge, intensity, all in one. Actually, now that I think of it, my car is red and black. It is. It is. Oh, black. Not quite. My outside is red. My inside is... maybe it is black. Or the darkest gray ever. I don't know. I think it's black. Anyways, point being, my two favorite colors. Your Holden wagon with that combo would feel like a little bit of an extension of your spirit. Fast, fearless, and absolutely unforgettable. So I say yes. I'm going to say the car that you would like to have is not just about the road. It's really about the fire that is there, that is into the blood. So when you sit into it, you're going to feel like, you know, it's forward motion, like power with purpose. It's more than metal for you. This is something that is somewhat a little bit of a statement of who you are, what you want, and everything of the such. So I'm going to say definitely go ahead with it. If those are the type of colors that you want, hey, why not? And let me give you a little bit of a general reading to go along with it, because the only thing you're asking at this moment is this. Yes. Here we go. Fear is normal, love shine. It is, sweetie. It is. Absolutely. Absolutely, my love. Yes, go ahead with this, sweetie. Other than that, in life, my dear Sean, what I'm going to say for you into a little bit of a general over here is going to be the following. I need you to take reins. I need you to take control of your life, of your wants, of your desires, and I need you to move on forward with it, sweetie. I do. I also need you to dream and think about different things. I need you to be careful about your sensitivity. People can say things or do things or all different kind of things that could make you a little bit more sensitive. So just be a little bit careful with maybe what other people's have to say or something of the such, okay? Yeah. So I'm definitely going to say over here, sweetie pie, I feel as though we are into a place where you need to start taking a little bit more power towards it. All right. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. And that is going to help you all together to move on forward to get exactly what it is that you want into the way that you want. I need you to be careful so people don't actually hurt your beautiful heart. Okay. So be careful because you can be quite sensitive. I do feel as though you do have some plans. There are some things that you would like to have or that you would like to put in motion that are going to take a little bit longer to actually kind of come into fruition. So I do want you to know that there are some delays over there. I do need to be careful for yourself personally. I feel like you can become kind of exhausted. You can become tired. So be careful for that. And know, my sweet love, that you are very, very, very much supported and very much loved, especially by your beautiful mom, Diane, sweetie. A beautiful Queen of Cups popping on through over here. And I know that's Diane into your life. So, yeah. What do Samantha and Matthew have to say to you and Mom? Let's go see. That's exactly what it is, my beautiful Love Shine. Love Shine, you have to let him know. When he's with you, the phone should always be off, turned upside down, put into a pocket, put elsewhere. He should never look at it. Never. Never. I do not look. When I'm in good company, when I'm with my men, I do not look at my phone unless I'm switching songs onto Spotify. Or, you know, whatever, YouTube music, you know, whatever you guys listen to. I don't. My phone is always far away. It's elsewhere. If I get notifications, I don't look at the notifications. I don't listen to them. I don't look at them. I look at them when the person's no longer with me. The phone must always be turned upside down very far away, because otherwise that is taking priority over you. So it needs to be discussed that hurts you and it bothers you. He probably doesn't even realize it, sweetie. Although I know that if you do ask him, he's going to say, oh, but it's business, or it's the wife. I kind of have to keep it around. But it's not just business. It's not just wife. It's friends. It's all different kind of things. And that time with you should be time with you. So he should be able to allocate that for you. But you do need to let him know. That being said, my dear Sean, honestly, I feel like your loves, okay? So Matthew and Samantha, you guys need to get out of your shells. You guys need to start talking. You need to start making something happen, because I'm seeing a lot of hermit energy. So a lot of stuff just kind of stuck within that we want to get out. So a lot of hermit energy over here. We want that to come on out. So that's what I'm going to say. Until then, stagnation, nothing really moving, just stuck. If you guys want things to unstuck, you have to unstuck it. It's like walking into a puddle of mud, right? You're stuck into a puddle of mud and your boot's going to stay stuck there. What are you going to do? You don't want to leave without your boot. You're going to have to pull your boot out. Pull your boot out. Do something with it is what I'm trying to say. If you do not do nothing, then your boot's going to stay there and you're going to stay there too. And you're going to be unhappy. So Samantha and Matthew are waiting for you guys to do something. They're not going to do it. They need you to do it. So you guys do it. Make the movement. Things will happen. Things will change. But until you guys make the movement, things will stay the same. All right? So movement is necessary. And that's why you get a hot-tempered sometimes. That, hey, you do expect we have a family of everything. I know. Hey, I know, sweetie pie. I know, Sean. When I talk to my mom, I'm an Aries. She's a Sagittarius. She's spicy as heck. But she's spicy as heck when nobody speaks with her. She's spicy as heck with family. She'll talk with me. She's like a crazy mama. And then whenever she's like, okay, but you need to call for me. I'm like, why do I need to call for you? She's like, because it's you. And you're an Aries. And you're bold. And you say things the way that they are. And I don't. I'm a Sagittarius. I keep things within. I'm like, frig, seriously. So that's the difference. It's the boldness that goes with it. Yeah, we're very fiery. We do have to be careful with it, though, Sean. We do. I have learned myself within the last few years. This is something new within myself. I have learned with Evil D and with other people into my life into the last few years that I can be abrupt. I like to call it clear and precise and honest. But I have learned that I can be very abrupt, and abrupt can be hurtful. Even though I'm trying to be clear and precise and not hurtful, just say the truth. So, even us Aries, we got to work onto it. Everybody's got to work onto something. That's my thing. Try to be clear and precise while being sweet. All right. Angel message, sweetie pie. Here we go. So I'll say the wagon that you want to have, absolutely red, black interior will be absolutely perfect. Your angels are reminding you that what feels delayed is not denied. Trust into the divine timing. You're also being guided towards something that is more aligned for you, even if that path is feeling a little bit unclear right now. And keep your heart open and your energy soft. Miracles often enter through the quietest of doors. I know. I don't know. I did not go and see Love Shine. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Love Shine, I do have you over here. What are your other questions, my sweetie pie? No, it didn't freeze. What are your questions, my sweetie? Let me know whenever you post your questions, sweetie. How will I go next week? Okay, during the vacation. Okay, hold on. We are going to put another timestamp at 2:47:30. So how will it go next week before his vacation? Before his vacation, honestly, quite fine. He's going to be there. He's going to try to spend a little bit more time with you. So I don't see any problems. Honestly, before his actual vacation, he's going to be spending more time with you. He's going to be taking more action with you, and he's going to be spending more time with you, which is going to be good. It's almost like if he's trying to a little bit kind of compensate the time that he's not going to have while he is gone on vacation. So your time with him will go quite well. There's no frustrations, there's no anger, there's no nothing that is happening that would be weird. Yeah. What you need to know when he's actually gone, quite frankly, well, hey. Okay, I'm getting our magician, getting this popping on through. What do you need to know while he's gone? At first he's going to be there, he's going to be consistent, but then you're going to see that he's not going to be as consistent into his messages basically. He's not going to be reaching out as much. He's not going to be contacting as much. He's going to say that he's kind of busy, that he's not available. He might reach out to you at different type of hours. He might even skip a day. That's what you need to know during his vacation. So before he goes into vacation, maybe you can kind of remedy this by saying, you know what, when you're gone on vacation, you know I'm going to miss you. So don't forget to send me some messages. Don't forget me one day. Let's continue doing what we usually do. It makes me feel close to you. Like, put it into a way where it's not an obligation, but it's kind of an obligation simply because you love him and you want this to continue into a good way. And often it doesn't when he's gone on vacation. You need to just kind of twist it around. No, it's not going to go well, Spitty. If you bring up to him you have to talk about it anyways. But he's going to say, you know what, I'm already giving you time because I'm here with you. I'm here with you. I need my phone. Why does he need his phone? He's going to say because business or wife. That's what he's going to say. Is it really going to change all that much? Not really. He might try to make a little bit of a difference. He might try to be a little bit less onto his phone, a little bit less. But there's nothing big. There's nothing significant about it. So I'm basically going to say I don't really feel as though there's a significant change that's going to be happening, but you will see little changes. Basically, he's going to say wife and business doesn't really have a choice to do so. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to see you. Yeah, you just need to twist it around, my beautiful love shine. Just make it seem as, I love you and I miss you. And, don't forget to write to me because otherwise I kind of worry and I really miss you. I like to have our little good night notes. So then, like I said, he doesn't feel obligated, but he knows that he has to and he kind of feels like it's into a loving kind of a way. Yeah. Oh, that is rude. It is rude. It's a little bit like that. Yeah, that reminds me of that little song that keeps playing around. That was really effing rude, right? It is. It is rude. But it's what he's going to say. And honestly, love shine, I know that that's his reason and I know that it sucks, but I know there's some truth into it. Because if his wife, not necessarily his clients, that's fine. But if the wife actually ends up reaching on out and he doesn't answer, he's going to have to kind of figure out some type of reason. And so it's easier for him to actually kind of answer, let's say, to that person right away. So it doesn't create any conflicts into the long run. So I kind of understand where he's coming from with it. Most of his conversations he can completely cut off. That one, I understand that he does have to answer, just not to create any suspicions anywhere. But yeah, anything that is business related, they can leave a message, they can do many things, and he can get back to them. Because otherwise, he's not really with you. He's onto the phone and he's just kind of there. Nothing much more. Tarot from him. I keep getting internalized. I keep getting this over and over and over again. He is into a place where, yes, he does love you, Spitty. He definitely does. We cannot dispute that. But he is into a place where he keeps, I know that he's been saying a lot of his feelings and a lot of his love towards you, but he's still into a place, I know he's on there a lot. I know, Spitty. He's still into a place where he's keeping a lot of things within. So I know that when you're not around, I know that you guys have like specific times usually where you do contact and you do talk, but I feel like there's so many other times when he actually does miss you and he does want to talk with you and he does want to just come and see you. And, it could be at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. He wants to come and see you. but he doesn't necessarily say it to you. So I feel like often he wants to spend some time with you, but it's maybe not the appropriate time or the appropriate moment, or not really into your usual schedule. So he doesn't talk about it too much, but he misses you much more than he actually lets on. And you say, hopefully next week is going to go good. It will. You said something is coming up really soon and you're not going to be able to hang out like you think that you're going to. Energies change, my beautiful love shine. Don't focus onto that, because then you'll make it happen. All right. Energies do change. So just let that be. Okay. That could even just be a day or something before vacation. He can't make it because he's got way too many things. He's making baggage and luggage and organizing everybody. It could be something as silly as that, my sweet love. I'm going to say this week, you are going to have a good week and things are going to go quite well. The only thing I need you to be careful for is to kind of give him a little bit of a heads up that when he's gone on vacation, you need to hear from him because you love him and you miss him. And, you know, that's your only way to, you know, to have some news from him, and it makes you feel nice and secure. That's it. Other than that, you're good for gold, my love. He does. He does love you so much more and misses you so much more than what he actually lets on, sweetie. Absolutely, my love. Absolutely, sweetie pie. That being said, my beautiful loves, no, are you the reason why he wants to go back home? Not necessarily. It's not necessarily because of you, my beautiful love shine. I feel as though it's a mix of things. He likes to go on vacation, but he also likes to go back into his routine. You're part of his routine. So partially yes, but not fully. That being said, my beautiful loves, we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So, love shine. Have yourself beautiful dreams, sweetie. Juanson, good luck. Don't give up, my love. Lilith, love you, sweetie. Sean and Diane, sweet dreams, my beautiful loves. And we shall all see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So take care of yourselves.